Well, hi everyone. Welcome aboard. This is Kimberly Ray with Marine Conservation Network. And we are here. We are here at 3 o'clock, just like I told you guys. So we are today interviewing somebody all the way from Canada. And her name is Ann Carole Vallejo. I think I pronounced that correctly. And she's the founder and director of R&E Ocean Community Conservation Foundation. So as soon as she joins in, we will bring her on in, and you guys can talk to her and ask some questions. But this has to do a lot with conservation that's going on around the world. You guys need to know, get some ideas on what they're doing, so maybe we can do some changes over here. So there she is, and we are going to bring her in. Give me just 1 second here. Did it go through? I sent you. There you are. Hi, Ann. How are you?
How are you? I'm good. Thank you.
Good. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you could join us today and take time out of your busy day. How's your weather?
It's cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you got snow yet?
We did a couple of times, but right now, yesterday and today it rained, so it faded away. We don't have any more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, thank you for joining us today. And guys, this is Ann Carole, and she is in Canada. And she actually is working on a lot of projects over there right now, and some abroad and some are local. And we're going to talk a little bit about what she does and maybe ways that you guys can help. So, Ann, first of all, I want to start out and asking you, and I've got notes here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I want to get this right. You're the founder and director of REO Ocean Community Conservation. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay. And when did you start this organization, or did you join the organization?
No, I started the organization. Yes.
Wonderful. What motivated you to start it?
Well, I guess that with all my journey, so my work, my volunteer work and my work, with all those experiences, it kind of motivated me, and it taught me what it was needed at this point. And so I thought that by creating an organization that it will join scientific communities and the general public, that's what we needed at this point. So that's why I created the foundation.
Fantastic. And have you always loved the ocean?
Yes, I have. It has always been my dream. Since I was little, I wanted to be a marine biologist. So yes.
You have blue blood.
Yeah, I don't know if I can be a doctor. I always picture myself as a marine biologist.
Well, join the club. I think all of us that really love the ocean from that young are blue-blooded people. So that's fantastic. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when did you start on this journey on doing this organization? How long ago did you start?
Well, the foundation was created last year in March. It was registered, but I've been working on a project for the past 2 years. So I guess that it has always been there, but it was really created because everything started taking off, and it was time to make the change.
Exactly, and it's definitely time to make the change. There's, Greta Thunberg said it perfectly. She said our house is on fire, and she's so right. There's just so much that needs to be done, and it needs to be done urgently.
Yeah, it is.
You said you're working on a project. What project are you working on currently at the moment?
So I was born in Colombia, but I moved to Canada, and I studied here. But I always wanted to go back home and to do some work in there. And I had the opportunity to go 2 years ago and found out a community that does whale watching tours, and they are promoting more the tourism in there. It's really important because for economically for them, it's a priority. So we found the opportunity to work with communities and with the scientific component to bring together and to work toward conservation and sustainability. So we work with the community. We give them the tools so they can themselves, so they can empower themselves and they can work towards a sustainable activity, and they can benefit themselves, and also
Right.
they can take care of their marine environment.
Right, exactly. That's fantastic. Now, you're working with Mario Pacini, right? Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, are you also trying to talk to some of the whale fishermen and trying to change their mind on a better way to make an income by going whale watching?
Well, in Colombia, we do not have whale hunting, so
Okay.
it's only whale watching. So when there is no whale watching season, they are fishermen.
Okay,
And they
good.
do have organizations that take care of the quotas, and they do an artisanal fishing. So they are very well organized in that matter. Actually, they are way ahead than what whale watching is. So what we are doing right now is working towards responsible whale and dolphin watching, so they can promote it and they can receive more tourists during the season.
That's fantastic. That's exactly how it should be. Now, I have here that in 2013 you worked on a marine mammal research in the Faroe Islands, which was a whale project. What species of whale did you study when you did that? How did you bring the information to the local public?
Okay, so I work for Whale Planet, and the idea was that we wanted to see how visible was to do whale watching in the Faroe Islands as a source of income for people, for the local people. So we did set up a center for education where all the locals and also tourists were welcome. We had some songs and some facts about we were on the orcas or the whales. So we were trying to see if they were coming to the islands, and if there was a specific place or time during the year that they remain there, so we can promote the whale watching. Unfortunately, after the season that we were there, there wasn't as per se as you can say, oh, the whales come here and stay for 3 months and you can do whale watching. Well, that didn't really. We saw a humpback and we saw a couple of porpoises, and we did one-time orcas. But as the study was to find out if it was possible to have whale watching in the islands, it wasn't. So,
wow.
But it was a good alternative, and for educational purposes, it was a very interesting project. Yeah.
Wonderful. And are you still working on that project, or are you continuing the new one that you talked about?
No. That one was done. I think that they did only a couple of years, and and so now we're working only in the conservation.
Now, your organization is based in Canada, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, but you travel around the world, Antarctica and all over. Where do you get your funding? Do you get it from donations?
So, the foundation, as I said previously, it just started last year. So, in my lifetime and in my career, I've been really fortunate to have very supportive parents and family.
Wonderful. That's really important.
Yeah, so most of my experiences that you say abroad, they were either when I was at university or when I decided to volunteer in different projects or when I had my work experiences. So I guess that funding came either at some points by myself with the support of my parents, or if it was through a university or work. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's fantastic. So that's an encouragement for anybody that wants to do this. They want to get involved and go to school. Join as many organizations that you can, or as many trips that you can, to get all the information and research under your belt, so you can make a difference that way. How can your research be implemented in the United States? I mean, you're in Canada and you have different whales over there than we do, different research than we do. How can your research be implemented over here so that we can make a difference?
Well, I guess that is different methodologies, right? So what I'm trying to do is to engage and get involved the community. So the people that is really having the impact on the marine ecosystems, those people are the ones that need to change and to act upon these problems that are currently happening in the marine ecosystem. So I guess that that is something that we can all work together. It's just unify and work towards the same goal. I guess that that is the methodology that we are trying to implement now to see if it works, which is giving them the tools to the people that is currently being in this space with the same species in the marine environment,
Right.
and that they realize how important it is to take care of it, to use it, but to take care of it.
Where do you see what your organization is doing right now? Where do you see it in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, hopefully, we will see this first pilot project to be a success, and that will be that the community empower themselves and they can do with all the tools that we provided, they can be sustainable with the activity, not only with the whale watching, but hopefully for everything, all the activities that relate to marine ecosystems, and also because we are only in a very small area in Colombia, but humpback whales go to Colombian Pacific coast to breed and mate. So the idea is to go to other communities and replicate the same project that we are doing right now. So
Fantastic.
In Colombia, and then further down, like down the road, what the organization wants is a solid platform for other students and other scientists who would like to do research, and for other countries or communities that need this space and all this education and tools to provide it so they can do it themselves.
Exactly. Are there other organizations besides Friends of the Sea? Are there other organizations that you're working with to build a bigger community and where you guys can make a broader spectrum of difference in the area? Or are you working just with Friends of the Sea right now?
No, so we are partners with the World Cetacean Alliance, and we are also partners now with MRS. And in Colombia, we are working with Parques Nacionales, which is the national parks, and that one is a government agency, and we are also working with non-governmental agencies. It was the same goal, yes.
What's the biggest obstacle that you're facing right now in getting this going and getting this to grow?
As the foundation or in the project?
As a foundation.
So I guess that right now we're trying to promote what we do, and we're trying to get funded so we can do much more, because we have so much ideas that we can do there. So that's what we need right now. We want people to get to know us. If they have more interest in the project, if they would like to participate, because we're always open for volunteers or for students who would like to do a research in there or would like to come and help us. So at this moment, I guess that's what we want. We would like to promote the foundation, to promote our goals, and to let people know what we're doing. That's what we want.
That's wonderful, and that's why we invited you on here. It's because that's what we're doing, is trying to help you and other organizations grow so that we can all make a bigger impact and have the same common language and the same common goal so we can get to the same end. So that's wonderful that you're doing that. If somebody wants to contact you and give you donations or volunteer, how can they go about doing that? Where would be the best place for them to go to contact you in order to help you out?
So they can go to our website, which is www.oceancommunityconservation.org. And in our website, there is also links they can also find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on LinkedIn. So
you're all over.
Yes.
That's great. That's great.
Promote ourselves, so we are all in.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I forgot to ask you real quick, what does the R&E stand for?
So the R&E stands for research and education.
Okay.
We believe that those two need to be hand by hand all the time.
You're absolutely right. Well, this has been wonderful. I'm so glad that you took the time out of your schedule to do this, and hopefully everybody got just as motivated and excited as I am. And I want to hear more. I want to stay in contact with you and have you come back on another time and tell all of our followers, our blue team as we call them, all our followers what's going on and help them get involved and see how they can make a difference too, because I think you guys are doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you so much. We want to inspire the scientific communities as well as the general public, and tell them that we can all work together for the same purpose and yeah, benefit everybody. Yeah.
And one last thing, what piece of advice would you give to somebody that wants to make a difference in the marine life and in the marine world?
I will suggest to get involved. I mean, when you engage and you get involved, even if it's even a little part of yourself to that, it's a good cause, and it inspires other people, because that's how I became to do what I'm doing right now, is because, you know, all my experiences in my work and volunteer and studies, I have met great people that inspire me. So I guess that's what you need to do, you to go for it and do what you can and do what you love and learn the process.
Fantastic. And you definitely inspire me with all the work that you're doing. And I'd love to follow up more on you and find out exactly how it's going. And if there's anything I can do to help, you just let me know.
Okay, great. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you for joining us today. I am so happy that you did. And everybody, again, you can message us, Marine Conservation Network, or you can message Ann down below and let them know what you'd like to do to join. Or if you have any questions that you need more information on, just let us know. And remember, guys, together we make oceans a difference. Talk to you later, Ann. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.